When is AXL the Tarantula boss coming to Grounded 2? That seems to be the most frequent question I've been getting the last couple of days, and in this video, I'm going to do my best to give you an answer to that question. If you end up finding this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content just like this. On August 20th at Gamescom, we got a first look at the upcoming update for Grounded 2. This, of course, was the reveal of the new boss, AXL the Tarantula. In the reveal, they showed us the arena the fight's going to take place in, as well as parts of the fight itself. My initial impression coming out of that reveal was that we were going to get the update sooner rather than later. I'm of the opinion that at that time, the fight was either fully designed and ready to go, or maybe they were in the final testing phases of it. And what I expected was on September 1st at PAX West, that they would tell us when the update's going to happen. And I think that's going to happen now. Now, I will admit, going into Gamescom, I had no expectations of seeing any new content because I didn't see any marketing around Gamescom mentioning it. There was, however, marketing around the PAX West appearance that did specifically say they were going to show AXL the Tarantula boss. So what all this means is I fully expect the update to happen on either September 2nd or September 3rd. Now, the reason for that is I don't think they're going to release it on September 1st because that's a holiday in the United States. Some of the development team is going to be at PAX West. The rest of them are most likely going to be off for the holiday. I really don't think they're going to release an update like this on a day when people aren't in the office in case something happens that's unforeseen. So more likely than not, they'll either release it on September 2nd or September 3rd. That way they'll be in the office and they'll be there in case something happens and they either have to roll it back or maybe they have to do some kind of like hot fix for it. Now, the big question is going to be, will it be the public test server or will it be actually just to update straight to the game? And I don't have the answer for that. Historically, with Grounded, the first Grounded game, in early access, every single change they made to the game, every single update that was a major update, had a public test server. The only ones that didn't were 1.0, and I'm not sure if any of the ones after 1.0 happened. I know they're Infected Broodmother. I think they just dropped it into the game, if I remember correctly. So that leads me to believe that maybe because it's a boss fight, that they might just put it in the game straight away and do balancing after the fact. Now, if they want to test the balancing, it would probably be better to do it on a public test server. Either way, everybody who has access to the game will be able to have access to it because everybody can access either the Xbox Insider app or get on the beta branch on Steam if you're playing on PC. So everybody will be able to try it out. Now, to further reaffirm the fact that I think it's going to happen on September 2nd or 3rd, and it could actually happen on the 1st, I just think it's a lower probability, but I don't think they're going to go any further than the 3rd. And the reason for that is another game is releasing on September 4th. You might have heard that a game that people have been waiting for many, many years. It's the #1 wishlisted game on Steam right now. Its predecessor sold over 15 million copies. It's been hitting peak concurrent player counts this past week on Steam. And that game is Silk Song. It is one of the most anticipated games of all time. It's, like I said, the most wishlisted on Steam. And I fully expect it to attract millions of players. There's a possibility that it could surpass the all-time peak concurrent player count on Steam. At a very minimum, I think it'll have 1 million players. It's going to be the most watched game on Twitch. It's going to be the most covered game on YouTube. It is a Metroidvania, which is a completely different genre than Grounded 2. And there might not be a ton of crossover, but I do think there is some crossover. And all the hype is going to be on that game on September 4th for at least a week or so. So I think it would be in the best interest for the Grounded 2 developers to add the new boss before that. Because if they add it the same day, or they even add it a couple days after, there's a good chance that a lot of people that were planning on testing it out and trying it out will be consumed by Silk Song and won't even try it out. Now again, I know it's a completely different genre, but I myself tried Hollow Knight the other day for the first time. I'm not a huge fan of Metroidvanias. I've had the game in my backlog for years. I bought it years ago and never even installed it. I've been planning on trying it out at some point, and when I saw that Silk Song was coming out, I was like, you know what, let me try it. And I will say for my first couple of hours in it that it's been an absolute blast, and I plan on playing through the entire game over the course of the next couple of weeks or however long it takes. So me not even being a fan of the genre was completely sucked into the game, and I can fully see people that are not normal Metroidvania fans jump into Silk Song when it comes out on September 4th. So with all that said, I think the update for Grounded 2 will happen on September 2nd or 3rd. And beyond that, the next update is supposed to be the winter update. And to be completely honest, I have no idea how close that is to being done right now, because part of me thinks that it could come by the end of the year, because you never know like how far along they are. But at the same time, during Gamescom, when they showed off AXL, you saw the fight itself, you saw the boss, you saw the arena, you actually saw gameplay of it. When they showed everything for the update after that, the Ladybug Buggy, the garden biome, all of that was just concept art. They didn't have any like screenshots from the game, which means there's a possibility that as of right now, I'm recording this, that none of that stuff's even been fleshed out or designed. Now, it could be all there already. We don't know. But I kind of feel like if they would have had something to show us in-game, they would have maybe gave us a sneak peek of a picture of the game or image from inside the game or a picture from photo mode and not just a concept art. It looks like it's a really big biome. It looks like it's going to be very detailed with lots of different levels in it in terms of like verticality. They're adding new bugs to it. They're adding a new buggy. There's a whole host of things that are coming with it, including like Mushrooms 2.0 and all that other kind of stuff, which does kind of caveat back to the update that we're expecting now in the next couple of days. And one of the other questions I've been hearing was, is the oven going to be coming? Because generally, all the boss recipes in the first Grounded were crafted in the oven or cooked in the oven to be made. And of course, we currently don't have access to the oven. My response was, they could add the oven just for that one thing. Would it make sense? Sure. But at the same time, if we were not able to make mushroom bricks in it or make globs in it, which we already have like access to all the resources for, that might feel a little strange. So it doesn't really matter in any case. They could just have us make it in the cookery temporarily, craft it at the workbench temporarily, whatever they want to do. But there's a chance the oven's going to come. There's also people have been speculating maybe they're going to add more to the AXL update just because for whatever reason they might do it. I don't think that's the case. I think there's just going to be some more bug fixes, some more optimization, maybe some quality of life stuff, and we get the boss. And then, like I said, the garden biome, the next big update, the winter update, I think best case scenario for that is it's going to come in December before the end of the year. But there's a possibility it might not come till February or March, because winter is technically from late December until late March here in the United States. So it could come anytime in that window. Also, there's a possibility there could be minor updates that are not on the roadmap. They might do something with like a Halloween event. They might do something with like a Christmas event in either October or November, December. So there's a possibility that something not on the roadmap could happen between now and winter. With all that said, I'm looking forward to the update. I'm definitely going to jump in and try the boss out. I don't think it's going to be overly challenging. I don't think it's going to be a total pushover where you just walk in and face tank it. But I don't expect it to be like Infected Broom, other levels of difficulty, just because of the gear we have currently, the fact that we can only level it up to level 3, and I just don't see it being like a super challenging fight with it being the first new boss. So those are my thoughts on the update. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you expecting this update to happen next week, or do you think it's going to happen later on? Let me know if you're going to be trying out Silksong as well. I'm just curious to see how many people that are Grounded fans are going to check out Silksong, because I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass day 1 as well, which is just another factor on top of it. If it's going to be on Game Pass, that's going to give tens of millions of people access to be trying it on the first day. You know, people always want to jump to the new things. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Once again, if you found the video helpful, make sure to hit the like button. Consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.